My name is Harold Riddell. I'm going to demonstrate. I have published two things just today. One is creating a library of a Create React app. So if you have a nice React control, you can publish that as a library to NPM and the world can use it. Second, I published a store, a single truth store, similar to Redux, but it has 94% less code lines than most other options. And so there's lots of happened in ECMAScript in the last few years, last 2 years maybe, and that means with RxJS and such, you can make a store much simpler than has been done before. Okay, so I wanted to demonstrate here how to publish a library, and it's very easy. Here, by the way, this here is a site Hire Surge SH. That's my little site. If you want to hire me, React, Go, Node, Java, that's my specialties. And if you go to this site here, Hire Surge SH, and you click, then you get to see my resume. It's very awesome. Yeah, so this is just some silly gradient and stuff. So we were going to show something. What do we got over here? Okay, just silly things. So we're gonna start and create a React app. So ta-da-ta-da, here we are. Let's get out of this, and we're going to be somewhere. We're going to be, say, Software Forks. That's a good place to be. Okay, right here. And then we're going to say, all right, I'm going to create React app. npx create React app, and I'm going to call that React Fame. Like so. Poof. All right. So this creates a vanilla React app, and we're going to have a look at what that looks like. So this here is the plain React app, but look at this thing. We can see stuffs here. Let's get into the editor. So this here is old style stuffs. Look at this. We go look at the CSS. Okay, it's like at least a year since CSS was written in this way. So some Facebookers seems to be living under a rock here. We're going to fix that. I have just the way to do that. Let me see. All right, so in our new fancy page here, we have inline styles that are associated with the component. Those here, these are style components. And then we have a functional component at the end with a couple of controls on it. Nothing fancy. So here's our project now. We got this font loaded, we got that font loading, animations running. So this is awesome. This looks much better. Let's publish this to the internets. How do we do that? Well, we go to our command window, which is this guy. Click. All right, stop this. We then add the fancy package. And that's going to be lib create React app. So this is a package that adapts the Create React app application for publishing as a library. Done. And then we're going to run a command that patches the project. Verb is always first. That's done. Okay, and now we're going to publish. So we do that like so. Yarn pub. And it's going to tell us it now builds the projects as a library. So we have a CommonJS version and an ECMAScript models version. Oh, he runs the test. That's really silly. So let's do exit from that. All right, and now we publish. And it only wants our password. So let's put in that so we can publish to NPM. There you go. Okay, there you go. So this is now in the public domain, and we can check that. Let's go to the browser, and we're going to say a new tab. We're going to go to npm JS. Let's see if we can find that, and then we're going to say, okay, we're going to find this React Fame project that I heard about. It's pretty awesome, I think. Oh, here we go. Published a few seconds ago. Let's have a look at that. Oh, so we didn't update the README, so we have that right over here, and yeah, that's the project, and this can be added to another React project now by the whole world. And we didn't add some things. We didn't add repository, but it's published. See how fast that was. So how was this done? How was this done? Well, Create React App has a React preset, and that I translated over to Rollup, and that's because Rollup can publish using ECMAScript modules, which Webpack cannot do. And then I have my old project over here that I could use to compile the Rollup file. And that's fairly complicated, but since I've been doing this for a couple of years, it's not too bad. So I use this project, the package one, this one over here, and that can bundle a Rollup file and create that as a single file that you can put in bin, and now you can run it. So it's kind of similar to React scripts. And then there's a little bit of patching. So if you look in the project here, it created a publish directory. In there, it stored a README, which is copied from the main project. That's why this looks a little silly. There's a license assumed to be ISC. There's a git ignore. So we don't check in that. And here's a separate package.json. This package.json is a derivative of the original one. It has this main and this module entries, and it has peer dependencies. And this also is built based on the project you have. And see, it copied the dependency we had in the previous project. So that's how that's done. And we can see here in lib that he built these guys. Here's the CSS, and here's the CommonJS. So if you look at the CommonJS one, go to the bottom, you can see this is an old style CommonJS. This is how exports have been done for the last 10 years. And then we go to the ESM one, same library, different version. You can see here we have new ECMAScript modules. And this is all transpiled stuffs. So it's been bundled and everything's very nice. There should be a pretty big line here. Yeah, you can see that's the whole page. Okay, that's how it's done. As I often get to tell Facebook, that's how it's done. We updated the README slightly. To publish a React project in npm, it's these three commands here. First, yarn add --dev lib create React app. This adds the package that does the publishing to your React project. Then you do yarn prep lib, and that's a command that this package provides that modifies your React project slightly in a safe way that allows you to publish. And then yarn pub, that's the command you would use every day or so to publish or update your package in npm. And and we showed in the video how to do that. And here's also some implementation notes for the interested. So there's a separate package.json in publish.package.json, and that's because there's some specific things that needs to happen that are not compatible with the regular React app. So in this solution here, you can continue to use your React application like nothing happens and update your components and everything's dandy. At the same time, you can publish the selected components to the internet anytime you want to. In this publish directory, there's also a separate license and README. So you can specify a separate license, of course, and have the README to discuss how you use these components rather than whatever you want to discuss in your regular React app. And the components, you pick what symbols you want to export in this libindex.js that's in the src folder. Normally, this exports the app.js, the main component of your project. But if, for example, in this demo context store, that exports something completely different. So you can have a look at that if you're interested. And then when you build the package, then those files end up in publish lib. So everything that has to do with publishing to NPM is in this publish folder. And the two uses for this React app can continue in parallel, the testing and building your components in a regular React environment, and then publishing them to the NPM whenever there's a great update. Yeah, this is awesome. My name is Harold Rudell.